HitFilm is an awesome mix of visual effects, 3D compositing and video editing all together in a single software product. Basically, we sat down, designed our dream filmmaking software and then went and made it. When HitFilm was released, one of the first questions people asked was, is there a Mac version? Well, at long last a Mac version is now possible, although we need your help to make it happen. So another question people asked back then was, what can it do? We're a small team, but we make big software. It's got a crazy powerful particle engine. It can import 3D models without needing any plugins. You can jump between editing and visual effects with a single click. There's nothing else quite like it. HitFilm is developed by FX Home. We're an indie software developer based in the fine city of Norwich, here in the UK. It's a historic city. We have a castle and a cathedral. 2 of them. Everything we do here is about democratising filmmaking. It's about giving creative filmmakers the best possible tools. But don't just take our word for it. Here's Ryan Connolly from Film Riot.
So I see HitFilm as a software equivalent to a love letter to the Indian no-budget filmmaking community. I mean, if there was a piece of software out like this when I first started, I would have gone absolutely nuts for it. I mean, you have a piece of great visual effects software, but also something you can edit on too. So really, you could take your project from start to finish on this one piece of software that is insanely cheap as compared to everything else, which is friggin' nuts.
I started off on the Mac in the 80s. In fact, my first computer wasn't even a Mac, it was an Apple II, so that's really old. I really love the Mac. I am a Mac guy. So that our flagship software isn't on the Mac, I find that really frustrating. So no more excuses. In 2013, we're going to bring HitFilm to the Mac.
The problem is I have software envy because I am a Mac user and right now this is PC only, so I do not get to use it as much as I want to. I mean, I do use it because I dual boot on my Mac, but switching between those 2 OSs is just not a practical workflow for me at all, so I rarely get to use it, which again, software envy. So I'm so excited that they're trying to bring this to Mac. I really hope it happens soon, and I will definitely be a backer on this.
This is Dr. Rob, and he's in charge of the HitFilm project, and he's a really clever guy. His team are ready to make HitFilm for Mac, and we know that you guys are ready too. They've done the R&D, they know they can make it work. So what are we waiting for? Software development is really expensive, and it's those initial startup costs for a project like this, where we're trying to become a AAA Mac developer, which are the hardest to cover.
Yeah, to make a Mac version happen, we need Mac hardware, we need development tools, software licenses, and test machines. Those are really big costs right at the front of the project. And that's a big challenge for a small indie developer.
Yeah, but the good news is the R&D is already done. And also, the vast majority of the costs are going to be covered by FX Home. Where the Kickstarter comes in is it allows us to accelerate the development and really make HitFilm for Mac our top priority in 2013.
So let's talk about what you can get. We have a whole range of pledge tiers from £5 to £5,000.
Hang on, Simon. What is a pound?
Okay, so one of the things about running a Kickstarter from the UK is that we have to show the pledge tiers in UK pounds. But you can still pledge from anywhere in the world. And we know that a whole bunch of our customers are based out in the USA.
Right, to kick things off, we have the £5 and £15 tiers, which are great for showing your support for the HitFilm for Mac project, and we're eternally grateful for any help that you can give us.
Absolutely. And then from the HitFilmer tier upwards, you actually get the HitFilm 2 software for Mac as soon as it's released.
But you also get it at a price that's significantly below the normal retail price.
Yeah, so not only are you helping to get cool creative tools onto Mac, you're also getting yourself a really good deal.
Speaking of great deals, Simon, there's the Collaborators tier. This allows you and 5 indie filmmaker friends to buy the software and each get it for the equivalent of under $200.
Yeah, that's less than Final Cut Pro X. Go up to the box tier and things get really exciting. We're putting together a limited edition collector's box of HitFilm 2 Ultimate, signed by the whole team and containing a whole load of amazing extras.
And if you like the sound of that box but already own the software, do check out The Veteran.
Every Kickstarter has to have a crazy tier, and our one is the Transporter. This will get FX Home founder Joshua Davies flying around the world in a plane to wherever you happen to be, where using his hands he will hand deliver the box into your hands.
I mean, this piece of software really is changing the game in a lot of ways. It's one more thing that's democratizing the industry, kind of like DSLRs did. DSLRs brought this look of film into just the living room of whoever wanted it. It made it so cheap and accessible. This product's kind of doing that same thing as far as visual effects goes. So I'm really excited to see this come to Mac.
Thanks a lot for watching our pitch video. I really hope you get something out of it, and please consider supporting it, if only by sharing it with your friends and colleagues.
Yeah, everything we do here at FX Home is about supporting filmmakers. And we don't just mean filmmakers with giant budgets, we mean everybody, from new filmmakers to experienced ones. And HitFilm is a big part of that. It's about getting the right tools to the right people. And being on Mac is a really big part of that. So yeah, thank you very much. And if you have any questions, just let us know. We'll be checking all the comments and getting back to you as quick as we can.
Cross-platform.
That was good. I like that.
Want to do another?